Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of Explore and Engage with Anam. My friends, the first presidential debate of the 2024 election season, it's coming up. It's going to be on Thursday of this week. The debate will be hosted by CNN, and this is quite an early debate because neither the Republican National Convention nor the Democratic National Convention took place this year yet. Okay, the RNC will take place in July and the DNC will take place in August. The RNC is scheduled to be held in Milwaukee in the state of Wisconsin, and that's the state where I live. I live in Wisconsin, so I'm very excited about the RNC being held in Milwaukee. The DNC is scheduled to take place in Chicago, in the neighboring state of Illinois. And so both the RNC and the DNC will take place in the American Midwest. Very exciting. Now, how long will this debate be? That's coming up on Thursday, the debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Well, it's going to be 90 minutes. I wish it would have been 2 hours. That would be great, but it's just 90 minutes, and that's okay. As people eagerly wait for the debate, the question is, what can we expect? First of all, there reportedly will be no live studio audience, and that's quite a change from previous debates. No live studio audience. Secondly, there will be two moderators, CNN's Jake Tapper and Dana Bash. Now, I was looking at news reports regarding this debate, and I also learned that during the debate, the microphone of a candidate will be muted unless it is that candidate's turn to speak. Very interesting. And this reportedly is being done to prevent a candidate from interrupting another candidate. Also, reportedly, the candidates will not be allowed to have any pre-written notes. During the debate, they will only have a pen, paper, and water. And also, campaign staff can have no interaction with the candidates during the debate. Furthermore, the candidates will not present opening statements. Each candidate will have 2 minutes to answer the questions asked by the moderators. So moderator asks a question and the candidate will have 2 minutes to answer. And also there will be 1 minute for rebuttal and for responding to a rebuttal. These are the rules based on the news reports that I've read. It's going to be a very interesting debate. And, people have waited for 4 years. For 4 years. For this presidential debate. There's a lot of excitement, and the American people are ready to watch Donald Trump and Joe Biden on stage debating. And for those who are supporting Robert F. Kennedy Jr., let me tell you that RFK Jr. is not scheduled to be on stage for this particular debate. It'll only be Trump, the Republican, and Biden, the Democrat. No independent candidate will be on stage. My friends, the Americans want to see Trump being treated fairly during the debate. And the reason I say that is because Trump has been treated very unfairly in the past by both the media and the judicial branch. And so, as we look forward to this debate, the American people want to see the debate being conducted in a fair and impartial manner. Okay? I can give you examples after examples after examples of how unfairly Trump has been treated in the past by both members of the media and also the American court system. Okay? And so people are looking for fairness. They want this debate to be conducted in a very nice and impartial manner. And I hope that this will be a fair debate, and I'll talk more about the debate after watching it. So As I'm speaking to you now, we are waiting for the debate, but afterwards, after the debate concludes, I will have more thoughts to share about it. Now, in terms of topics, I expect the border crisis to be a major topic of discussion. This is something that's affecting the lives of people in every part of this country. There's really no community that's immune to this border crisis. I know the southern states are being severely impacted. I know places like Chicago and New York and Denver, these cities have seen a massive surge in the number of migrants going to these cities. But really, communities big and small all over the country are being impacted by this massive border crisis. And 10 plus million illegal immigrants, more than 10 million illegal immigrants have entered the United States since 2021. That is, since Joe Biden came to office. And I have previously discussed how massive sums of taxpayer dollars are being spent on the migrants, and this is all happening while Joe Biden is in office. So I expect the border crisis to be a major topic of discussion, and the debate will be an opportunity for Donald Trump to present his views and to make the case to the American people that it was the Trump administration that worked very hard to secure the southern border, while the Biden administration, after the Trump administration worked really hard to secure the border. But as soon as the Biden administration came in 2021, they opened up the border, and the result is in front of us. We have a border crisis, and there are foreign nationals pouring into the United States without authorization, without visa, without permission. They're just coming in, they're crossing the southern border, they're entering the United States, and many of these migrants feel entitled. They are looking for free stuff. They are looking for free housing, free food, and free medical services, and lots of free stuff. And as I've said before, nothing is free. Everything is paid for by the American people. So the free housing that the migrants are getting, it's not free. It's taxpayer funded. And so, the American people are suffering, the taxpayers are suffering. And so this debate is going to be an opportunity for both Trump and Biden to talk about this problem. And for anyone who has been listening to my podcast, you already know my views. I support Trump, and I oppose the Biden administration's open border policy, and I have been very vocal in criticizing the Biden administration because of their open border policy and because of the crisis that we are facing as a country right now because of the open border, the wide open border. And so during the debate, I'm expecting that there will be questions on this topic, the topic of immigration, illegal immigration, and border crisis. Legal immigration is good. Illegal immigration is bad. And so I oppose illegal immigration, and I am looking forward to this presidential debate, and I'm waiting to see questions being asked about the border crisis. Okay, so another major topic is the economy. Inflation is hurting us, and people are struggling to make ends meet. And since Joe Biden came to office, inflation has risen significantly. And what's happening as a result? The American people are suffering. Even if they get a salary or a wage increase, it's not enough because the prices of everyday items have skyrocketed. And so Americans are struggling in this economy. And we have seen that since Joe Biden came to office, the Biden administration and their Washington and the administration's Washington allies, the Democrats in Congress, they have engaged in reckless spending, and more taxpayer dollars, are being spent on a lot of things that we don't need. I mean, just look at the earmarks. Look at the earmarks that the Democrats have supported in Washington. The earmarks, and you'll see massive sums of money going towards all these projects that we don't need. And so, my friends, reckless spending has resulted in record high inflation, and that's making life very difficult for the average American. So I expect there to be questions regarding the economy, regarding inflation during the debate. And let me just briefly talk about the Biden administration's anti-fossil fuel policy. The Biden administration is waging a war against fossil fuels, and they love this so-called green energy agenda. And what has that done? Record high gas prices. We're still paying very high gas prices in this economy. And as I've said before, we need affordable energy. We need energy that people can afford, because we need energy every day. We need energy to power our homes. We need energy for our places of business. We need energy for our vehicles. We need energy for transportation. We need energy every single day. And so I strongly support fossil fuels. I believe that we must try to achieve energy independence. And in fact, when Trump was in office, we had energy independence. But now, with Joe Biden in office, we don't have energy independence, because the Biden administration loves this so-called green energy agenda. And so high gas prices hurting American people. And so during the debate, I think there should be questions regarding energy policy, and I want to see Trump present his views, and I want to see Biden talk about his record of failure when it comes to energy policy and the economy in general. So if the debate is conducted fairly, then Biden really has to explain to the American people why his administration caused so much of hardship for the middle class and lower income Americans. The Biden administration's policies resulted in a lot of hardship, and people are still struggling on this very day. People are still struggling. The American people continue to struggle, and life is very challenging for the middle class and lower income Americans in this economy, with prices being so high. And so I understand that Joe Biden and his allies love the Hollywood elites, but really, what about the average Americans who don't live in mansions and who don't have luxury vehicles? What about the everyday Americans? The everyday Americans are struggling, and the everyday Americans are going to be watching this Trump versus Biden debate. And, I think people who I talk to, they miss the days when Trump was in office. Because they remember, the American people remember 2017, 2018, 2019. Those were wonderful years because Trump was in office, the economy was good, and people could afford gas. And, we had a strong economy, and people felt optimistic. And when Trump was in office, people remember that those were bright days and the future seemed great. And as I said, there was optimism in the air. But now, with Biden in office, with the economy being the way it is, people are losing hope. People are suffering. And, every day, the problems seem to intensify. inflation doesn't seem to be going away, and the border crisis is continuing. And as a country, we are going deeper and deeper into debt. And so I think this debate is going to be very significant because people want to see Donald Trump and Joe Biden on stage. And I think, I don't know what the questions will be, but I'm hoping that there will be questions on the border crisis and the economy and inflation and energy policy and just overall, overall economy, and also there will have to be some questions on international issues also. When Trump was in office, America had a very strong position in the world. And after Biden came to power, our position as a country, our position in the global stage has greatly diminished. And so, I think the American people are looking forward to days when America will be strong on the global stage again. And I obviously support Trump, as I've mentioned before, and so I'm looking forward to Trump being elected. I'm looking forward to Trump coming back to the White House and making America strong again, making America great again, and making America a very, very strong country in the world stage. Because, really, with Biden in office, our position in the world has diminished significantly. And so we have to reclaim our strength, and we have to send a message to the rest of the world that America is back, and America is strong, and America will continue to be a global leader. And that can happen if Trump gets elected. But keeping my personal views aside, let me just tell you, I want this debate to be conducted in a fair and impartial way. I'm really looking forward to the debate. And really, we want to see a debate. As an American, I'm saying this, we want to see a debate in which the important issues of the border crisis and the economy, inflation, and the energy sector, all of these issues being discussed. So, my friends, share with me your thoughts, and thank you for continuing to listen to my podcast. As I'm recording this is really early in the morning on Wednesday, the 26th of June. The debate will take place tomorrow on the 27th of June. That's a Thursday. And so share with me your thoughts, what you would like to see during the debate. What are your thoughts about the ongoing issues? And, whatever thoughts you have, whatever views you have, if you have questions you want to ask me, please reach out. My website is tausifanam.net. My email address is tausif@tausifanam.net. You will also find me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter, and also Truth Social. So get in touch with me, share with me your thoughts, and I'll be back again soon with a new episode of Explore and Engage with Anam. Thank you.